Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? Man, this is crazy. First live stream. I've never ever thought I would ever be live streaming on YouTube, but man, this is so cool, guys. I appreciate you guys. Whoever's in the chat, whoever's watching right now, I appreciate you guys for coming in, watching the live stream, supporting. I'm glad to be here. It took me a while. My girlfriend, she did all the work. I'm not even gonna lie. The whole starting soon thing and the music and stuff, she did all of that, so I really do appreciate her a lot. So man, this is really awesome stuff. So I'm glad to be here. Let's see if we can get this going. um See if we can get ourselves up and moving here on. Let me see if I know how to make this work here for a second. And there you go. Should be coming up. All right, let's see if we can get this going. Lock that into place. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is trying to get all this stuff going here. Let me lock that. This should be coming up. So I think you guys can see my screen. Let me know if you guys can see it. It should be up, ready to go. I gotta figure out how to put myself on the screen though at the same time. But
it's in the lower.
here, let me see. I think I have that one, but I don't know. Hold on. So I have this one up, but I gotta figure out how to put myself in the box on the corner, because hold on, let me see. We got difficulties here, guys. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it's up. Yeah. No, that's what I'm doing. I don't know why. OBS sometimes just messes up for me. So this is popping up good, but I don't know why this hold on, let me see. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let me come back. Um I'm already having difficulties. Give me 1 second. Let me come back. We'll fix it. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me know if it looks okay to you guys, if you guys can see what's going on, because I'm not sure why my OBS is deciding to act up right now. As soon as I decide to go on, as soon as I decide to, there you go. Now that seems to be working. So here I'm back. All right, there you go. Now I finally got it. It looks like. Let me know what you guys are saying. Hopefully it's working out. I'm sorry this is taking forever. But it looks like it's working right now. So apologize for all the difficulties. I'm glad that it's finally up and running now. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. I see RJ's in the chat. Andre, trading erratically as well. I appreciate you guys so much. Trades by now. Vala, Skibbity, Skibbity Gooner. I appreciate you guys, man. This is cool. So normally, whenever I go into Asia, right, I'm usually on my top step. I'm not trading the rest of this week. I'm just gonna be locked out on my funded accounts up until February, so up until next week. But for the meantime, I'm still gonna look and see what I would normally do. A lot of times people are saying, don't go short on gold, don't go short on gold, right? Because we have been so bullish. But this would be one of those situations that you should actually be looking to see what's happening. I have my trading view up as well. I always like to be on trading view and see what's going on. Clearly it's a gap up, right? And I would set up my volume profile indicators. So just to show you guys normally what I would do, first, I'm looking to see what happened during New York, and I'm going to set up all of my indicators. So I go to fixed range volume profile here, go to 930. I'm going to drag it all the way across. Usually I drag it across to about 6 o'clock or so. So that is where um, I always like to gather all of my data. Now, if you don't use volume profile, it's basically showing where all the volume is uh, for the session, especially too, kind of like where there's a discounted area, where there's a premium area too, right? And of course, as traders, what we want to do is we want to buy at discount and sell at premium. Now, because of the way gold was moving, I think it was Andre that said gold is moving mad. He's right. This area, these volume profile levels don't even matter for this session just because of how much we had gapped up. And that's just the truth. If you're looking at it, it's like I don't anticipate I would even use these levels for tonight too. So it's a bit crazy that gold has moved so much to the point where now we gapped up and we're continuing to move higher. The fact too, someone said it in the Discord, they were like, man, gold, I think Bank of America is predicting that gold is going to move up to 6,000. I was like, I don't believe that. That's not going to happen for sure. That's not going to happen. But man, we're about to hit 6,000. That's just insane. And if you guys look at the daily chart, look at that. I mean, this doesn't even look real. Sorry for all the other lines and stuff. That's usually what I use during the week. But look at that daily chart. It's just unbelievable. Even the 1 hour is just parabolic. So, when is this going to stop? When do you guys think this is going to stop? I personally believe that at some point it has to go down at some point, but it's just a little bit crazy. So, Short Bus said looks good. Thanks, Short Bus. Two micros go crazy in these conditions. He's so right. He's so right. And if you look at this too, like I'm on the practice account, so I'm not on my funded. But if I just go, let's say that I wanted to buy here, I just go one micro.
Order filled.
Just that alone, if I was just targeting those highs, this is the 1 minute chart, which is what I normally use. Just that one contract alone, if we get up there, that's $562. Now, the crazy thing too about the ATR is you guys can see the average true range, how much each candle moves. For me, it's a minute by minute basis. It's it's over 9,000 like Vegeta. No, it's 8, 9. sometimes even in the digits, 12, 14. That's mad. That's mad. That is not something that normally happens. So I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of glad I'm not trading this week. I'm glad I'm just chilling. Um, because these would be tough market conditions to trade for the volatility and the risk management. I'm only trading one micro. It's like I'm back practicing again, you know. But it's insane, man. It's insane. Yo, what's up, Utmost? Good to see you, man. Alex, I Bane Sky. Good to see you, man. Good to see you guys, man. It's awesome to be live streaming with you guys. Honestly, it's one of those things where, again, I just never thought that I'd be on a live stream on YouTube, and I have to say, it feels so weird, right? Again, I've always said too, like it feels so weird to call myself a YouTuber and be like, oh yeah, like I'm a YouTuber, so it definitely feels weird for me to be like, yeah, I'm streaming, come watch me stream. Like, it's definitely weird, but, to have all of your support, I mean, the amount of people who have supported me since I started this YouTube channel in April and subscribing, liking the videos, like, it's honestly been amazing. So I'm truly grateful for you guys. Let me know how you guys are doing, though. How has your trading been going for this week? Again, I've only traded one time this week. Every other day I've just been chilling, not trading, just taking some time off as well. So make sure you guys are doing that, taking care of yourselves. But let me know in chat. Let me know how you guys have been trading this week, how it's been going for you. How did FOMC go for you guys today? I think that was today during New York as well. Let me know how you guys are doing, man. So this is what we're looking like right now. I know I was saying earlier, yeah, this is something that I would look to short. No, I would I actually wouldn't look to short. I was capping. I was capping. I was capping. I don't know what I was talking about. What I normally do is I look at the bias for the day and I always say, okay, are we bullish or bearish? That's always my first question. And if you guys watch my trade recaps, that's always what I say. Are we bullish or bearish, right? So if we're bullish, obviously, I can only click this buy button right here. For bearish, I can only click the sell button, right? If I don't know, if I'm not sure, then I'm absolutely going to make sure that I follow the higher time frame, which is so important too. So in this situation, we're clearly bullish. There's no need to mess around, right? So this is something that we'd be looking at now. Would I actually take this trade? Something that I need to make sure first of all is where we're at on volume profile, because again, I am a volume profile trader. So this is what I would do. I'd set it up, make sure it's extended to the right. So yeah, actually it is something I would take, right? We have this nice uh, selling climax, it looks like anyway, followed up by nice bullish candles going through value area low. I'd probably take it on this candle, which I think I did actually. Yep, so that's perfect. So I was actually following my strategy subconsciously without even realizing. Now, stop loss placement would be here exactly, right? I want to be definitively wrong. So if I place my stop loss right here, it's too tight. It's not giving it room. You can see here, we had this nice bullish candle on the left here heading higher. So that's something exactly that I would place it. And this is a trade we would take. Now, if I was trading, obviously I have no targets. You can obviously go for this high. Are we going to get there? I highly doubt it. Asia session has some good volatility, but I don't think we have enough to carry us all the way up to these highs at 619, 626. But I definitely do think we could hit these highs at 555. So that would be my first target, but I'm letting it go. All right. Valifiler says, yeah, I'm sizing down because of how gold moves nowadays. Absolutely. And that's definitely something that you have to be aware of, right? If gold is moving this crazy, I am not putting on my normal, like sometimes there are trades where I've put on like 10 contracts micros, of course, micros, 10 micro contracts on gold, right? Because it doesn't move that much. I'm used to the ATR, the average true range, being like two or three at most, right? So when you're seeing these huge candles like this, you have to make sure your risk management is on point for sure. Roving Canuck says, I blew a funded account and two combine accounts trying to force the market to reverse. Then when I finally tried to follow the trend, it reversed. Overtraded, oversized, and underanalyzed. Man, I've been there. I've been there. I'm sure you guys have watched well, if you haven't, but Star Wars. It's like you have the Force, right? You're trying to make sure that the market moves in your direction. I think one of the things that kids do nowadays actually is they put like a magnet as they're streaming their trades. They put a magnet trying to draw price in their direction. It's so funny to see, but it's like I'm gonna go into my stoicism side here, but as as a practicing stoic, we understand that we cannot control what the market does. We can only control our entries, our exits, how much risk we decide to put on, or how many contracts we decide to buy, right? That is what we can control. Our analysis as well, saying, okay, this is what I think is going to happen, this is what I think will happen. So that's what we can control. So if we're trying to force the market, it will never work out in our favor. Also, I've said this time and time again on my videos too. You have to make sure you follow the trend. Profitable traders that are consistently profitable time and time and time again, they follow the trend. They do not counter trend. Now, it's not saying that's something that you can't do, but again, everything I've learned so far, I've only been trading for like a little over a year. But from everything I've learned for most of the time, probably 80 to 90% of the time, if I'm not following the trend, I will lose. So super important. But yeah, Roving Canuck, like you will get it back, man. You will get it back. We all have these bad days. It's just super important to reflect, analyze, and then come back strong. So Bane Sky 88. I hope the move has gone well. Hope you're enjoying your new place, man. Um, he says first trade this morning, MNQ $250 for the day. Back at it. Let's go. That's awesome, man. So good to hear. So good to hear, and just good to hear from you guys in general too, man. I've had some people supporting me like since early on in this YouTube channel, and every time they comment every time they come into the comment section, they say how well they've been doing or how things have been going for them, or even in the Discord too. It is just so awesome. Like, I feel like you guys are like growing with me. We are becoming better traders together. So for me, it just makes me really happy to see. So, Alex, nice job, man. 199, I think that's 7J's 199 says NQ has been good this week. I honestly don't even look at NQ anymore, but I'm sure it has. And if it's been good to you, then that's all that matters, right? So I'm happy for you, man. Um, Christian Salazar full porting going all in on my savings. That is hilarious. Honestly, though, if you look at gold, if you had just full ported, if everyone had just full ported back here, as soon as the year started, just full port right here. Do you know how much money you would have made? That would be so crazy. Hold on. Oh, Mr. Bun Bun, what is going on? My rabbit, he was being a little crazy right now. Um, we bought a new couch. So because we bought a new couch, Bun Bun loves exploring new places, and Mr. Bun Bun did what he shouldn't have done, and he already bit into the new couch. So, do you want me to take him? He's not gonna hold on. He's gonna run away, babe. He's gonna run away. No, put him down, put him down, put him down, put him down, put him down. Bud, you wanna say hi? Hey, buddy. Okay, he doesn't want to say hi. He hates being lifted up. So, hi, buddy. All right. James the Fourth, my guy. He said, "Oh, looky here, my guy live now." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, it still feels weird. It feels weird. Fun fact, I don't know if she's gonna like this, but my girlfriend actually used to stream. She was a Twitch streamer. I'm not gonna give her away her username. I'm not. I'm not. But she used to stream when we first met. She was streaming on Twitch quite a bit. So yeah, I guess I've kind of picked it up from her. Like I said in the beginning of the live stream, she literally set up my whole starting soon thing. She helped me out with my OBS. I didn't even know if I was verified to stream on YouTube. I had no idea. It shows how much preparation has gone into this. Um, but I'm so grateful for her and all of her experience streaming. She had a whole audience, but for her, it was just too much for her to stream, and I definitely understand it for sure. So this trade is going really well right now. So again, this is where for myself, I probably, if I was paying attention, I probably would have added there, right? We're looking to see if we can hit these highs. As soon as we start getting closer, I would pull it up, right? I need to make sure um that it's actually going in our direction. So you can see it did pull back a little bit, followed through by a nice green candle. You can see it's overlapping as well, right? And pushing through VWAP. So for me, I always like to see how it reacts at VWAP before I decide to add more. Now, if I'm being impatient, I probably would have added on that candle, but with the way gold has been moving and the volatility and how one contract already is doing this much in terms of P&L, I'm making sure that I would be patient and seeing how things go. Now, if we start bursting up from here, this purple line is VWAP. I have to make sure Top Step has it right. If we start bursting up at this level, then that's when I would add, right? And I always speak about the best loser wins. Tom Hugard always says that if you're in a winner, just add. Add to your position. Now, of course, that's going to raise the average price. And for myself, it would raise it up to the point where it's gonna be the stop loss is gonna be a more sizable loss if we were to reverse and go down there. But at the same time, too, we're starting to establish levels. We're starting to see how things are moving. The 5 minute looks good too, right? So we need to see us burst and see if we can continue to head higher here. All right, short bus. Shouts out to short bus, my guy. Calling out the scammers, short bus, calling out the scammers. There's a guy who posted in the Discord some like crypto scheme, and I saw it while I was at work. And short bus, what is it? He put the reactions on Discord, scam. I was like, short bus, I love it, man, but just let me know. He was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. But shouts out to short bus. He said, Roving Canuck, same here. Market knows how to humble. Facts, man. It's so true. The market knows how to humble for sure. It really is. And that's why I always tell people too, especially if you're a beginner, bro, just keep at it. Keep at it, man, because one day, like, it will click for you. You know, I've had that moment for me where I'm like, oh, like I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing. But there's still days, obviously, as you guys saw last week, where I'm just like, bro, like this sucks. Like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm doing everything that I need to do, and it's still killing me. Like, bro, what can I do here? You know? This is a candle that I'd be looking at right now too. If we can start going off high volume at this point, then I'm happy. But there's a lot of times low volume candles that are big and large aren't the move, right? They're false breakouts or they're false signals. So I'm looking to see if volume increases. As of right now, it's not. So I'm not adding to my position at this time. Um, RJ finally got my first win after 6 days of losing. Bro, I know how that feels, man. I know how that feels. It is not easy, bro. Those losing streaks are so tough on you, especially mentally. It's so hard. And going back, let me show you guys. Going back on the funded. Let me see if I can show you. going back on the funded, man. I mean, here you have these 2 days. Then I also had these 3 days in a row where I lost, right? So I had one, two, three. Then I switched to the funded after I blew this account. Four, five, six. Bro, I know I know how it feels to lose 6 days in a row and then to win that next one, man. So I understand. I understand, bro. So congrats on winning today. Hopefully it keeps up for you. Hopefully the market just starts moving a little bit better, especially in February too. But right now, as you can see, it's moving mad. It's moving mad. Um, 199. I think I want to say that's 7Js. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I want to say so. I'm gonna call you 199 7J 199. He said, "How often are you streaming going forward?" To be honest, I have no idea. I really don't know. Maybe, maybe once a week. Maybe. I don't think so right now. My girlfriend's looking at me like, ah. Um, no, I honestly, I don't know. This is just the first time. I said that I wanted to try it. Algorithm in our Discord, not like an actual algorithm, but his name is Algorithm CEO. In our Discord, he's been asking like about like live streaming and stuff. So I said, yeah, like I would like to try, see how it goes. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. Now, usually, this is when I trade, right? So for myself, I am someone that, oh, this might be the candle. This might be the candle. Yep, I'm adding here for
Order
sure.
filled.
So I'm definitely adding on this candle here. So you can see just adding one contract, I'm already past my $750 mark, right? Um that's how much I would normally risk. So what am I gonna do? Stop sell one right here at the bottom. So that way, even if it reverses, I'm making sure that I'm taking something from it. Now, I'm only doing this whenever, again, levels have been established. I usually do like to use the 5 minute for this, but again, with how things are moving and so fast and so quickly, I'm definitely going to be using. What's the bun bun? What are you doing? I'm definitely going to be using um the 1 minute for these levels too. So I need to make sure that I get something out of it, right? So I know if this were to come down, go underneath VWAP, I get stopped out for one, we're fine. If it comes down all the way to our stop loss, which I don't anticipate, then at least we've gotten something out of it. And if it turns into a loss, it turns into a loss. That's something that we were willing to risk. But back to what 199 was saying. I really don't know in terms of how much I'll be streaming, how much I'll be doing, but I definitely would like to do this a little bit more for
every
sure.
day, every day, every day.
I'm not gonna be doing this every day. I swear I'm not gonna be doing this every day though. But I like to make sure that I'm calm, especially when I'm trading too. But the cool thing about my schedule, so if you guys don't know, I'm a physical therapist. I work in the hospital. Work has been crazy, and I actually I went to work on Monday, but I normally don't work Mondays. I just picked up because one of my coworkers is dealing with stuff with her mom. Another one of my coworkers is on vacation. We're already short staffed, even with them working as well. So I decided to come in on Monday and help some of our patients out. But I could stream Mondays. I think Mondays would be a good time, and it would be during New York session. So most people trade during New York. I trade during Asia just because first of all, there's no way. Imagine me having my phone. I'm looking at my phone. I'm working with a patient who's a high fall risk. I'm like, yeah, 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 as I'm looking like gold going up and the guy's on the floor. Like, imagine. Um, so yeah, that's right now. It's a possibility that we could do like every other Monday or maybe one Monday a month for now, but I think as I get used to live streaming and as I get used to, um, just being a streamer, Maybe we could go every Monday, or maybe we could go every other Monday, or two Mondays a month or something like that. So, um, Mikhail Getzov, 6956 says, oh wait, well, he says, Victor, new subscriber, wish you all the fortune in the world. Geez, I can't speak. And he says, very well spoken. I'm like, geez, I can't even speak English. He said, enjoyable to watch your videos. Thanks so much, man. I truly appreciate it. Those kind words, again, I never thought people would ever tune into a live stream. I never thought that people would ever watch any of my videos. Like if you guys go to my beginning videos, I'm basically just talking to myself. I'm just saying all of these things because this is my journal. This is my journal. But as people started commenting, I think I made a video talking about Spurs winning the Europa League final, and I had a few Spurs fans come into the comments section celebrating with me. It was like our own little mini parade, and people have just been joining ever since, and I've just been so grateful. So, Mikhail, thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate those kind words, man. Um, James the Fourth, he said, "Man, the 150K combines does something to my." He said physiology, but then he put stars psychology, bro. It does something to my physiology and psychology too, bro. For real, man. I was up and down like a roller coaster on those 150Ks, man. It's so up and down. Like obviously, this one's ineligible. I did see Top Step charged me 189 today, so it should reset. It better reset tomorrow. And I'm gonna give it another go. I'm gonna give it another go. It's difficult though. 150Ks are hard because for myself, I've never passed the 150K. So when I was trading it, we were $2,000 away. When I went on tilt, that day that I went on tilt, I was literally only $200 away. And combines, in fact, this is going to be my video on Friday. I'm going to ask you guys in terms of like passing combines. But combines are so like for me now, combines are harder to trade than funded accounts because on funded accounts you have your set risk, you have how much you want to make in terms of like targets. There's no, oh, I got to make this much to pass a funded account. Combines are so difficult. Like you know what I mean, right? Like in terms of like you have to hit the profit target if you want to pass them in 2 days. You got to take two A+ setups. You hope that they go your way. It is very difficult. It is very difficult. So it's just one of those things. But yeah, man, 150Ks, they made me sweat and my psychology was off. So definitely my physiology and my psychology for sure. Looking at this candle now, we're looking to see if we can get a push. Let me check trading view again. As a volume profile trader, I am acknowledging that one, we are at these highs, and two, we are at value area high, right? So if we push through at this level, obviously it's a breakout. We're looking to see how we react at this level. If I start seeing that we're having difficulty, I'm going to move my stop sell up, which it looks like we are. You want to make sure that you take something, right? Especially with how volatile things have been. I want to make sure that I take something. My stop loss now too will be moved up as well. There's no way I'm leaving my stop loss down there. So we'll keep it there. So now look at that. I'm only risking $193. Technically, I'm not risking anything at all because if we come down here, I'm going to be stopped out for a profit. And then we leave that on, right? Which will probably only be like maybe 80 something dollar or maybe like a little less than $100, right? So we're hitting these highs, we're giving it room to run. I know a lot of people might disagree with me in the sense that my original target was here, right? So I should already be out of the trade. But I just like to let things run because if we have a nice burst through, then you end up making more, right? And if you don't, that is the technically the price that you pay to seeing where the market decides to go. And coming up soon, guys, I will be doing book club. Probably not next week, but probably the following week after, we'll be doing book club, and the book will be The Best Loser Wins, where a lot of the things that I've been saying on my channel, Tom Hugard has spoken about, and I've been listening to him because I have the audiobook and I've been reading it as well. And I'm trying to like ingrain those things into my mind um, about everything that he talks about because he's a very successful trader and I'm trying to learn from the best. So, um, let me see here. Every day is crazy. So Valifiler says every day is crazy considering you have work. Facts. I don't know why my girlfriend was saying that. She was saying every day. Absolutely not. No. Um, Roman Connect said somebody record when he says, I'm not going to do this every day and play it back for him when he starts daily streams. Oh, heck no, man. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Um, So you guys can see here, it looks like we're going to come down. I'm going to give it just a tiny bit more room, just under this candle right here, just to see if we can start pulling back up or if we get stopped out. It's fine. But no, I cannot see. So the thing is, me and my girlfriend actually went out to dinner on Saturday night with one of my classmates from grad school. So I went to grad school to get my doctorate degree in physical therapy. And her name is Annie. She was visiting Florida. She lives in Washington State in America. And she came down and she was with her husband. And I was like, after the whole experience, we had a fun time and stuff. I was driving home. I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, man, Annie's husband must think that I'm an extrovert because I was talking so much, but in reality, I am an introvert. I love to be alone. I love recharging my battery by being alone, by being in isolation. Like if you were to see me like in real life with like as like a fly on the wall, you will see that I just love to be by myself. Love playing video games. You guys know I play a lot of Pokemon Go PvP, even though it pisses me off sometimes. And I just love having fun alone. Like I'll go to the movie theater alone. That's something that I love to do as well. I saw the new it technically wasn't a movie, it was like episodes 1 and 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, there we go, we're adding.
Order filled.
So we're gonna see if this is actually a true breakout here. Again, stop loss here, right? This is why I never have set targets, right? Because now you can see we're moving. Now at this point here, we're already close to that 750 mark in terms of how much I like to risk, right? I'm probably going to look to take at least one off, right? See if we can start pushing higher. If we start pushing higher, then I'm definitely taking one off for sure. I know Tom Hugard says add to winners, and I completely agree. But it also depends on how much risk you're taking here too. So I want to make sure that I am taking some type of profit. Dang. These are the days when you're trading on the practice account, you're like, man, I wish I was on the funded right now. Like that would be elite. That would be elite. But we'll get back at it in February for sure. Let's see how things are going here. It's looking pretty good though. I mean, again, full body candle, high volume. I mean, that's a perfect signal for me. Yep. So we'll see if it starts struggling a little bit. As soon as it starts struggling, I'm taking one off. But this looks excellent right now. Just letting it go. Let's see how things are moving. All right, so I'll wait a little bit. I'll see what's going on. See if we can push a little bit more. If I really wanted to be aggressive, I'd wait for this candle to finish. If we wick, I'll put my stop sell underneath that wick. See how things go. Yep, so it looks like I will. Nice. Look at that push. That's perfect. Because I know if we start coming down below that wick and we start pushing lower, then I know that's really good. Can we actually hit these highs? What do you guys think? Do you guys think we'll actually hit these highs right here? I don't, again, I'm not a fortune teller, so I have no idea, but it just doesn't look likely. I don't believe that we will. I don't believe so. Yeah, but we're at least capturing one, right? Now stop loss moves down here. So now we know this is a risk-free trade. We are guaranteed to win today. And this is usually where I start playing Pokemon. And I'm just managing the trade. Um, Alex, I gotta run. Great seeing you stream, Vic. See you all. Alex, take care, man. Wishing you all the best as always. Hopefully we see you on the next stream. Not daily though. Not daily. Babe said roving Canuck LOL. If somebody clips me saying that and I actually start daily daily streaming, oh man, what was I thinking? All right, so it looks like we're gonna get at least one off.
Order filled.
Right, so you can see stop losses here. I probably will shift it to break even. You don't want to lose anything. In fact, I'll take one
Order
more off
filled.
too with how we're moving. Right, I'm gonna let it go because we've already guaranteed that we've won today. Right, so even if I were to place my stop loss originally here, we would just take $190 off profit. But I probably wouldn't do that. I would just like to keep it not a break even, but again, a logical point, right? So for me, right here under this full body candle with high volume, I know if we're starting to get below that, then I know that, okay, it's a possibility we could still reverse, but I don't want to lose any more in case we start um, going sharply down. But this honestly, again, I didn't even realize it when I first entered, but this was a picture perfect trade. If I go on replay, I'll show you guys. So this is when I normally start trading, but I was having those technical difficulties on stream. But first candle, 8 o'clock, we're coming up on it. So first candle, we're heading down. We know we're bullish for the day. There's no way we're going to be taking sells here. I know I said that earlier. No, I'm not doing that, right? So right? We're close to value area low too. Wick down. We're waiting to see what happens. Now, let's say that we did break this level 482 on high volume and then came up to VWAP and had a hard rejection down, then I would switch my bias, right? But right now we're still bullish. We're still waiting to see what happens. Going slow on replay, right? This is how I analyze my trades too, right? So now you see that this is exactly what I was talking about. So if we had come down, we came back up, and we had pushed right to VWAP on like nice move up and then hard rejection, then I'd be like, okay, but you still have to have a bullish bias because we know that gold likes to sweep. So right here, I'm looking to see where can I take my trade. So probably right here, I would probably take the trade. I think that's where I ended up taking it as well. I'm not sure. Because again, we're bouncing off value area lows too, and then you can see we start moving higher, right? So it ended up being a good trade. I probably would have played it differently if I was doing it live, like an actual trade, and I was paying attention. But yeah, it did end up going well for sure. So if this was a real trade, it would be a really good win. Um, let's see what else we got. So 199 7J 199 said same LO trading XFAs is easier for me than combines. Yeah, I really do believe it is. I really do believe it is. So I honestly think it's a psychology thing too, right? Because again, like you're trying to get to that point where you're trying to get to a certain amount in order to pass, in order to be like, okay, cool, I can finally start. And because that's the case, it makes you trade differently. Like imagine you're only $100, $200 away and a position reverses on you. For me, what I've seen myself do and something I need to improve at is say, okay, I need to make sure that I'm just taking that money and I'll come back another day and I'll get that $100 or $200 instead of saying, okay, I'm going to wait for it to go back and hit my target. It's a completely different mindset that I was so used to last year before I passed my first account. I was just taking my time going slow. Now that I've gotten payouts before and I've had multiple funded accounts, I'm like, okay, we got to go fast. We got to pass in 2 days. And I think I'm going to change my approach. I really do believe I'm going to change my approach, but I'm going to think about that a little bit more. But I will have a video out on that on Friday. Um, James the Fourth says that's a fact. I've been in XFA for 3 months and will blow the combine in 2 days. Exactly, exactly. That's literally how I am, you know. And I guess the question is, should we really rush the combines? Now I know some people say trade it like you would trade an XFA. Other people say you're wasting time being on the combine, right? Because at least before Top Step, I'm talking about Top Step specifically because that's what I mostly use. At least before um, Top Step had or introduced the new no activation fee accounts, it was literally you were passing a combine or trying to pass a combine to give yourself an opportunity to give Top Step more money for you to get a funded account. You know what I mean? So that's why people were saying you need to pass it as quickly as possible so you're not wasting time not making money. But I've always said this, like slow is fast and fast is slow, right? Especially when it comes to trading too. So you need to make sure that you're trading in the most appropriate way for yourself that makes sense. And for myself right now, I'm really questioning if that 2 day mentality, two trade mentality, $1,500 days if you're trading on a 50K account, I'm really questioning if that's how I should do it. I'm thinking that I might, if I have a funded account, I'll just copy trade a 50K with it, or I'll just copy trade a 150K with it. But it's something that I still need to think about for sure. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to see where I was at for the comment section here. Um, Roving Connect said, agreed on the combines versus funded. I am so aggressive to pass combines. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. And I'm just questioning, like, again, should I be doing that? Should I be aggressive? Like, that's money down the drain, guys. Like, I don't know about y'all, but my payouts go to my bills. Like, I'm trying to keep my family afloat. You know what I mean? So, like, when you're dropping that much money on combines, there are people that I've seen on Twitter that say that they've blown 6,000, 10,000, even $20,000 and up on combines. You know, now of course those guys are getting paid. Well, I hope they are. You know, I hope they're getting payouts. But I'm like, bro, like even when I put in my credit card for the $89 50K, I'm like wincing, bro. I'm like, oh, it's crazy, it's crazy. But it's just something to really think about. It's just something to really think about for sure. Um, Valifiler says gold is gonna break out any minute now, either on the downside or the upside. I think it's I mean it's I don't know when you commented that, but I really do believe it's gonna continue to head higher. But now, are we gonna hit those highs? I don't think we will, but or at least in the duration that I normally trade. But it is possible. It is possible. So Jolo, shouts out to Jolo. He said, pro tip with Top Step, don't mark it in and out. It will give you the worst prices, aka slippage. You know, that is something I've noticed too. So something I used to do, but I don't do anymore, is I used to limit order. So what I would do, I'll show you guys. I would be like, okay, I see that it's moving. I'm gonna limit buy one, right? Limit buy here. I'd move it up and I would wait. But I also realized too, sometimes candles move so quick without me. Okay, I don't actually want to buy. Candles move so quick that I know if it's my actual entry, it doesn't matter where I enter on that candle. Right now, I will get some slippage, and I think on a day like today, with the volatility and the ATR so high, probably limit buys or limit sells if you wanted to go short for whatever reason. That would be best. But I've just kind of like not trained myself, but I've conditioned myself as of right now to go market orders. So maybe it's something I can start adding back in again. But for now, I'm still gonna be doing um, market orders for now anyway. Jolo also says, yeah, just limit slash stop order and drag to price. Yeah, that is true. So maybe I should just do that instead, right? But sometimes I've done that and it doesn't fill me. Now maybe that's just Project X being Project X, and I think that's exactly why too I switched as well to a market order, just because I know as soon as I click it, I'm in. So it's just one of those things. We'll move our stop loss up here because I know if we start heading below this, then we're out. Yeah, Roving Canuck also agrees with Jolo too. He says, I drop a limit sell slash buy in and drag it close. Yeah, so, or drag it close. So yeah, maybe that's something I should go back to do, go back to doing again. Mikhail says, take profit and run. Yeah, definitely, definitely. If I was trading this for real, like if this was in my practice account, I probably would. No, to be honest though, I probably would have done the same thing I'm doing now. You know, I think the only thing is I wouldn't be in front of my computer anymore. I would be watching TV or I would be playing Pokemon Go PvP or I'd be doing something else, right? Because I know that the trade is over. My stop loss is in place. We've already won, right? So we're just trying to see if we can break out and go higher here. Christian says W trade. Thank you, thank you. Roving Canuck says nice trade. Great to see it play out. I love enjoying someone else's W as much as my own. For real, honestly, guys, I have to say this too. If you guys are watching the videos, please, 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 please let me know how you're doing. It brings me so much joy to see how you guys are doing, right? Especially if you guys are doing well too. Now, if you're not doing well, I've always said this as well. We have a whole community here that supports each other, that wants other people to do well. Of course, like you're going to have people who are a little bit more aggressive and, people who like to hate and things like that. But for the most part, we have such a really good community. We uplift each other. We want everyone to do well. So let us know how you're doing. Come into the Discord. The link is usually on every one of my videos in the description box. Come into the Discord. Let us know how you're doing. Post in the Mind Over Market if you're not doing well with your psychology, if you're not doing well overall, right? We're going to be having the accountability buddy coming out next week as well. So that's something that will help you stay accountable for all of your actions, right? Whenever you're trading. Like, I'm really doing my best, and me and my girlfriend are really doing the best that we can to build this into a really, really good community. Because in the trading space, guys, like, looks like we're about to get stopped out here. But in the trading space, guys, like, it's just one of those things where you don't really see that, Like, people want to make money, people want to be gurus and stuff. People want to, show.
Order filled.
All right, so we're done. But people want to show, like, oh, look at my nice car, look at my nice watch, look at all these things. I for myself, I've just never been a huge proponent of that. I want to make sure that people understand that you can do this yourself. Like I work full time. I treat patients all day, every day. I'm tired when I get home, but I have the drive, the passion, and the consistency, which I honestly believe is the most important thing, to show up every day, come in, trade Asia session, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, um, and work my butt off in order to make it for me and my family, you know? So I just want you guys to understand that. Wow, as soon as I get stopped out, of course this starts happening. Like, bro, bro, I had the stop loss too tight. Um, But I really want you guys to understand that we are trying to build something, that's good for all traders to come in and feel like it's a safe space for them, and to show their struggles without being judged, right? To understand that if you're struggling and you're expressing that you're struggling, you have help, right? And to know that you're not alone. So I sound like a AA campaign or something, but that's literally how I feel. That's literally how I feel. Um, yeah. So yeah, guys, trade played out. Of course, I get stopped out and it starts running higher. Now, will it continue? You guys can see nice candle here, but on lower volume. So we need to assess what's going on here as well. Obviously, this is where I would lock my account, but it's a practice account, so it doesn't really matter. But of course, I get stopped out and we start running. That's so funny. Um, but yeah, that's it. So, guys, I will be ending the stream soon. I think I've been streaming for almost an hour or so, close to an hour now. Had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but this has been a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun for sure. Um, 199 7J 199 says we're all traders, so we know what it's like to be in the trenches. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I think too, that's kind of why I'm like, why do people come into other people's comments or comment section, like other YouTubers, and just hate on them? It's like, bro, they have the courage to come in on their YouTube channel, on their platform, and show you how bad they messed up. And you want to come in and start hating on them, right? There's one thing to hate, right? Which I don't support. But there's another thing to come in with constructive criticism. And I've had that. I've had people come in telling me that. I think there's a guy on one of my videos this month saying that my lack of patience was an issue. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think my lack of patience was an issue. And then he explained it. I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah, like I actually see what you're saying. I actually could be more patient. I could be better. Right? So, I think constructive criticism is good, but coming in saying, oh, like you suck and you're trash, get good, kid, things like that. It's like, how is that helpful? We're all trying to make it in trading. And we know that a very few percentage of people ever make it. But that shouldn't be used to discourage you. That should be used to motivate you and say that you will be part of that 3%, 5%, 10% that actually makes it. So spreading hate or going to a comment section saying, oh, you're not good or you're terrible or blah, 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 it's not helpful. It's not helpful. Lukewarm Puppet says infamous evening all. Wait, is that actually infamous? We have uh, a member in the Discord and YouTube channel as well. He said, or not he said, his name is Infamous. So I don't know if he's saying that's actually infamous or not. Um, but welcome, welcome. Christian Salazar said W Trade made 3K from you with one mini. Christian, don't follow my trades, bro. Especially this is a practice account. This ain't a real account. Christian, don't follow my trades, Christian. Christian, don't do it, bro. Christian, if I say jump, don't say how high. Don't say it. Don't say it, Christian. Um, Shorpa said, great trade. The ad scaling out some, walking up stop is inspiring for real. Shortbus, I learned from you, bro. Like I learned from you, honestly, man. You've been such a great addition to the Discord. So this is exactly what I was talking about. So as you can see here, I said it. You can see that we're coming back down now. The reason why I said you have to be wary of this candle, why did I say that? Because of the fact that we had this full body green candle, right? Mostly overlapping the body of the previous red candle, but on lower volume, right? And that is why you have to be very wary, as you can see here too, right? We had this like small doji, maybe reverse pin, depending on how you want to call it. Well, I guess technically that's a doji. right? And we also had some pausing action here too. So I knew if I put my stop loss down here, we started coming lower. Yes, it did bounce, but you can see now huge selling. But we got exactly what we wanted. So whether you were targeting these highs here at 558 or you went up a little bit higher like how I did as well, and you recognized, okay, we could be stalling out here, it would have been a great trade for you, you know? Now, obviously, the VWAP bounce is something that we would like to see if we still wanted to add to a position or if we were just coming into the market at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, sorry. But, you know, with this, you would really have to be patient and really see if we are truly bouncing. If I'm not getting a full body candle here on equal or maybe a little bit less volume or more volume, which we're not, I'm being very wary at this point for sure. I'm being very, very wary. Um, um, Valifiler says, great session, my guy. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. He also goes on to say, oh, yeah, I remember Tweaking Trades getting clowned on a lot, but I think it's an inside joke in his channel. Honestly, Tweaking is hilarious because I follow him on Twitter. A lot of people don't follow him on Twitter, but I knew, like, he was showing his Top Step payouts, and me and my girlfriend, like, I watch him every Sunday whenever he posts. And my girlfriend, she's known him from me just watching him. She's like, "Oh, is that the guy who always loses?" You know. Um, but I knew he was getting payouts on Top Step, and I was like, everyone, whenever he posts that video talking about, oh, this is how many payouts I've gotten from Top Step, people are gonna be like, bro, like this is all a joke, you know? So technically it is all a joke. But he actually knows how to trade. He actually knows how to trade. So shouts out to Tweakin', man. He's doing his thing. His YouTube channel's popping off too, which is so cool. Um, Roving Connect says, it has been a real pleasure to tune in. Thanks for the thoughts and reflection. I will be back, my friend. Roving Canuck, thanks so much, man. Thanks for joining this first live stream. Honestly, guys, it has been an absolute blast. I've really, really enjoyed this. I've honestly, it has been a lot of fun. And I really do hope to do this again, like really soon. This has been a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun, but I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I got to figure out how to close out this live stream, but um, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys were able to take something today from the trade that we took. And yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm gonna go with my outro that I normally say for all videos, but hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.